The Ackbar studio, much like inside the actor studio.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you some questions, very specific ones about Star Wars. Don't worry, you'll do just fine. I'm going to start with question number one. If you could have played any other Star Wars character, who would it have been?
That's a very difficult one.
Is it really? Yeah.
Yes.
Too many good ones?
Well, no, yes. I mean, nobody could really play Princess Leia like Carrie. So I would be, a little hesitant about suggesting that.
The bikini would be fun, though.
Yes. Well, Yoda, of course.
Yoda, yeah.
For obvious reasons.
Yes.
I could sort of see his demise a little earlier. Or his demise at all. We know he's still out there somewhere.
That's right.
God help us all.
Okay, very good. If you were deserted on a Star Wars planet, none in particular, which Star Wars character would you like to be sharing that time with?
Yeah, I suppose.
We're back to Princess Leia, right?
Yes. It's a very tricky question, but I suppose just anyone who was raw meat to be seduced to the dark side, really.
Okay, now when the Emperor was a toddler, what would we be surprised to know was his favorite toy?
Yeah, it's very difficult. No, it's not. It's really quite easy. It was a teddy bear, which explains a lot.
Because somebody
Because teddy bears are very like Ewoks, are they not? And never mind Palpatine, I've never recovered from having my whole empire destroyed, and me personally, as a result of a fleet of teddy bears. And I think he must have, no, it's true. Yeah. I think he, close your ears, boys and girls. But I think as a youth, he tore a teddy bear apart, and this is their revenge.
It broke his heart.
Yeah.
Little wicked. Now, if the Emperor was going to be tossed into the Sarlacc pit, you know the Sarlacc pit? The big pit on Tatooine, the Jabba the Hutt's?
Yes.
It's a big, disgusting place.
Yes.
Who would he like to drag down with him? So what character would you rather, that you're not fond of?
Well, I think the answer to that is most of the universe. I mean,
yeah.
So it's very hard just to single out one person.
It is. Although Vader wasn't too kind for you, dropping you down into that pit. Maybe Vader.
Yeah, Vader. Yeah, that's true. Yes. It was always on the cards, though.
Yeah.
The Emperor was too bright not to know that.
Indeed.
If only he cloned himself in time to be in the next movie. But he didn't. Unfortunately. No, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm dead. I've been dead for the last 30 years. I can confirm that.
That's always hard, though, isn't it? It's hard when you play a part and you find out you get killed off and you're like, oh.
Yeah, but George was quite categorical. It took him and the crew about a week to send me into galactic hell. Because as you probably know, in order to get a shot that goes that way, they have to take you that way.
Yeah.
So I was on a harness for about a week, and all that Dave Prowse had to do, and very hard for him to do because he couldn't see a thing, inside that massive helmet, was catch my feet. And he regularly failed to do so. So I learned what it was like to fly before they died.
Really? Oh my goodness.
So not only the feet were going, the hands and the head and everything else at the same time, but it was fun. It didn't do me any harm.
You're no worse for the wear. Okay, last two questions. If the Emperor wasn't in the business he was in, of being supreme Emperor of the universe and the galaxy, what occupation do you think he'd be good at?
Oh, a politician, of course. That was an easy one.
That was
Come on,
easy. I'd have to be a softball every once in a
he'd be running a large country or a large corporation.
Yeah.
But let's not get into that.
Okay, I'm sorry. And finally, what is this is a little more serious one. What is your favorite part of Star Wars?
I suppose it is that scene that you've just seen, for all of those reasons, because acting's sort of mad, and you think this is impossible, I can't. And sometimes something happens and you realize that you probably did. So I suppose for that reason. Also, that was a scene that's originally going to be set in the office, and George said, I'm bored with setting all these scenes in the office. Let's go to the theatre. And I thought, well, the one redeeming feature of Palpatine is he likes to go to a play.
Yeah, although, you wonder what it'd be like sitting next to him in that.
I know, yes, exactly.
Well, thank you.
He would probably be told to shut up because he was talking so much.
Yeah.
He had his own box, there was no problem.
But what's going to happen if you give him just one a little... Just,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I do that?
I know. I was astonished, James, too, to find out when, we got the script the usual few weeks, not too many weeks, before we started shooting, that I had to wield a lightsaber, because I assumed all my power was in my fingers.
Yeah, but that was powerful. It was
exactly.
Wasn't that a fantastic moment?
Yeah. And of course it was Palpatine who was the master swordsman that I clearly turned out to be and didn't know.
And you had that taxi driver.
Not Sidious, yeah, absolutely. But what made me really furious was the great Christopher Lee, when they gave him electric lightning as well. I was very upset about that.
Yeah, kids. And it was the same color and everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
But he's such a great actor, and he's played so many horrific people so brilliantly. I didn't grudge him.
You don't want to mess with that. Well, thank you for joining me inside the